What's up, tablet users? Peter von Panda here. Hey, I want to show you my Amazon Fire HDX 7-inch tablet. I've had this one for a little while, and I won't show you all of the features on it, but I just want to show you what I think is the most interesting thing on it. First of all, there's a power button right on the back here, which is kind of how you turn it on. And one of the things that if you get an Amazon Fire tablet, you're going to notice is that there's a lot of ads. So included with Amazon Prime, you can learn more. Let's see if I can turn it off, and maybe we'll get a different ad here. All right, there it is, Amazon's Transparent Series. It's my understanding that you can get this tablet with without the ads by subscribing to or paying for an upcharge on the tablet when you buy it. And if you're an Amazon Prime user, you actually might want the ads. I don't find them totally intrusive, but first of all, the display is really, really nice. This big button here is your Silk browser, and it works with just about anything. And I like this tablet because it's light and it's easy to use, and it's a knockaround tablet. It's not a mini, or an iPad mini. Yeah, it's a much cheaper price point. I want to say under $100 or something. And the new Amazon Fire tablets are pretty awesome. So you can see there, even as I was showing you, the tablet is nice and smooth, nice and responsive. Okay, what I want to show you is what I like most about it is the front of the tablet is kind of old school, original iPad. Big, thick, uniform border all the way around. Back, another ad. But what I like is the physical design. So on the back here, kind of like if you're driving a car and you have the steering wheel controls on the sides, you have the power button here, that's what I was pressing to turn it on and off, and then the volume rocker on this side. So it's kind of nice because when you're holding it, they're in a pretty nice position for you to hit the power button on and off, or when it's on, to hit volume up and volume down. So you don't have to worry too much about that. The second thing is I actually like the material. So it's a little bit of a rubberized. It kind of shows a little wear for sure on the back here. And then the top is kind of more that piano black glossy top. I'm not sure why they do that, but here's where the speakers are. And so you can see that you get this kind of glossy top end. And that may be manufacturing reasons. You have to put the case together because you need to get the internals in. I'm not sure what the deal is. Headphone jack on this side and micro USB port on this side. Now I will say that the edges here are slightly kicked out. It's not a straight edge, which is actually really comfortable to hold. But when you do plug in your USB port here, or plug, micro USB, it comes out at that angle too. So keep that in mind. The other cool thing that I like is just the design, that it's different. It's much more angular. These edges which angle out, that has a very kind of large bevel here, but it's very shallow and flat. And one of the things that I was worried about is, man, this thing isn't going to be comfortable to hold, but it really is. It's actually super comfortable in the hand. You don't notice it. I guess all the sharp edges are really quite rounded, and the texture of the material is very comfortable to hold. So it's no problem to hold this for long periods of time. Now, the other thing I'm going to say is that you can't beat the price point. One of the things that always annoys me about different operating systems, like the Microsoft that I showed you, is that the response time on screen rotation is slow. On this one, no problem. So, it's the standard Android kind of reskin for Amazon, and I have no problems with it, front-facing camera there. But I just wanted to show you, I'm not going to get into what the Android functionality is on the tablet, because you can find those out other places. But I just wanted to show you that I'm impressed that you don't have to make everything an Apple product clone to be comfortable, to look nice, and to kind of be unique and usable. Now, that being said, I probably wouldn't, I don't like these materials as quite as much. I prefer that bead blasted aluminum finish like Apple uses. It doesn't show fingerprints, and it's really kind of soft in the hands. But this is really great, and for under $100, you can't beat it. So anyway, Peter von Panda for the Amazon Fire HDX 7-inch tablet. If you are looking for a good tablet to knock around, this is probably the one. Out.